Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to talk about 6-star champions, and more kind of specifically when to start ranking up 6-star champions in my opinion, and how can you pick which 6-star champions can you rank, especially if you haven't had the greatest amount of luck when it comes to 6-star pulls. So first things first, there is one notable difference in between ranking a 5-star champion to rank 5 and taking a 6-star to rank 2. And we're going to check that out here. That difference is the fact that 6-stars take 3 tier 5 Bs. That is 50% more tier 5 Bs than it takes to max out a 5-star. As we can see here, 5-stars only take 2 of them. So what does it mean? That means you can either basically pick 2 rank 2 6-star champions or 3 rank 5 5-star champions. And for newer and progressing players, and if you're just kind of getting to the level where you're taking your 5-stars to rank 5, forget about your 6-star champions. It's as simple as that. Make sure you have at least kind of like 5, 6, 7, 8 maxed out 5-star champions to cover you for AQ, cover you for AW, to cover you maybe for AW defense and prestige. All of those things do matter, especially when you're kind of reaching this end game kind of like goal of prestige and stuff like this. In essence, if you have 5 high prestige champions, you are basically ready to join a lot of the big boy alliances, the ones that compete for like top 20, top 30, top 40 in AQ, and you do need good prestige for that, and you can achieve that as early as 5 rank 5s in theory. So just by that alone, I do recommend people keeping that in mind and sticking to 5-stars till they are up to about 5, 6, 8, 9, depends on yourself obviously. 5-stars, and always prioritize 5-stars at beginning of your account. Many people are stressed about taking 6-stars up as early as possible, but I completely disagree with that mindset. Just because if anybody, or specifically you, will be at a level in game where you can take up a 6-star champion to rank 3, you will also be able to take these champions to rank 2 more freely. And that means just because you don't immediately start ranking to your 6-stars does not mean you will fall behind in the game later on. It just means that you will have this one extra rank up to do. But at such time when taking 6-star champions to rank 3 will be possible, I highly suspect that it will be also a lot easier for vast majority of the people to take their 6-stars to rank 2, obviously. And yeah, that is kind of my mindset. So don't rush, don't try to stay ahead of the game. Think what's best for you right now. Also, the idea of prioritizing 5-stars in your rank ups, fairly big aspect plays the fact that you can awaken your 5-stars much more easy, and you can have high signature level of these 5-stars a lot easier. Therefore, when you're playing maxed out 5-star versions, you're playing the best version of the character that is currently available of the game. Yes, a 6-star version might have slightly more hit points at rank 2, or slightly more attack or something like that. However, their signatures will pretty much always be lower, or they will be missing altogether. For some champions it matters a lot, for some champions not as much, but still it's definitely something to keep in mind whenever you are kind of considering whether to rank 5 your 5-star Corvus, or rank 2 your 6-star Corvus, or rank 5 your Ghost, or rank 2 your unduped 6-star Ghost. In vast majority of the cases, I will definitely recommend people to go with 5-stars within a condition that your account is like fairly relatively smaller. Let's say you are sub 10 rank 5 5-stars. I definitely recommend always picking the better version, the 5-star version, above the 6-star version. Now, if you are somebody that is already fairly developed in game, and if your account is fairly large, then it's entirely up to you. You can choose your 5 or 6-stars. And for me, where I have pretty much covered myself on all bases with my maxed out 5-stars, I'm starting to take my 6-star champions to rank 2. But how am I picking with 6-star champions are worth it? And let's say for me personally, I haven't had the greatest amount of luck when it comes to the 6-star champions, especially from like regular crystal pulls. I don't have Corvus, I don't have Ghost, I don't have Omega, stuff like that. But what I do have is fairly good amount of kind of like support champions, and champions that I still absolutely love. They might not have the biggest kind of light and shine on them, but they are still fantastic champions that I absolutely enjoy playing with. A good example here would be I took my Wasp to rank 2 and I like playing her. She's a great champion. She might not be the best of the best champions, but I already have like my Ghost maxed out. Wasp goes well with Ghost. I enjoy playing Wasp, therefore she's ranked up. And similar situation would be, let's say, if I ever rank up my 5-star Domino to rank 5, almost immediately, consecutively, I would be ranking up my Red Hulk, just because whenever you play Domino, typically you want to play Red Hulk as well. And Red Hulk is a fantastic option. He might not be kind of A-lister champion. He might not be Beyond God or whatever how people like to categorize them. But so long as you use Domino, which might be one of your core champions, it's also definitely worth to rank up Red Hulk. And as soon as if I rank Domino, Red Hulk would go up. I mean, similar kind of extension would apply to, who else would it apply here? Well, I hope you guys got the point. Domino and Massacre. Massacre is the same thing. If I ranked up Domino, Massacre would go up fairly quickly because he's a great champion, and they will go well together, and I would simply be using these champions a lot more. Now, there are always a lot of champions that are kind of like hard workers that might not be too flashy, but still are really kind of great champions to have for many situations. And the key to selecting your rank 2 options, besides obvious Ghost, Corvus, whatever, is how reliant these champions are on signature ability. Because when you're dealing with 6-star champions, for most part you need to assume that the signature abilities are going to be either really low or basically they're going to be unduped. Therefore, let's say Captain America Infinity War, in my opinion, is a very bad 6-star to take to rank 2, just because he really needs that high signature ability, especially if you want to 100% rely on his abilities. He needs to be maxed out, and that's not going to happen for a very long time. And Omega is kind of in similar boat. He really needs high signature ability, therefore I'm in absolutely no rush to try and rank him up, especially since he's currently unduped. However, when you can take a look at champions like Luke Cage is perfectly fine with Sig 20. His signature ability is not going to be as effective as it would be if his Sig would be Sig 200. However, it still works just well enough. It isn't majorly kind of downgrade from max Sig to Sig 20 Luke Cage. You still get this indestructible whenever you take a hit. Okay, it doesn't last as long, it takes longer to refresh, but the base point is there. You can still tank a level 3, or he's still gonna save you when you eat a combo. Therefore, Luke Cage could potentially be one of the champions that somebody can take to rank 2 and use all across the board, and it wouldn't be a bad pick in my opinion. And yeah, so here is the point. If your 6-star pulls are not the greatest, you need to take a look at your roster currently and think which champions are you kind of bringing with you already, which champions would kind of benefit from higher rank that go well with the champions that you have already ranked up. And for instance, Void and Killmonger, those two go really well together. If I would rank 5 my Void, and if I would rely more on Void and I would play less Suicides, I would also rank up my Killmonger. And that is basically the kind of main idea, how and when you should pick your 6-star champions. So once again, to go over it all, do not rush to rank your 6-stars. Do not rank 6-star champions if you have very few maxed out 5-star champions. And then when you do feel it's the right time for your account, when you have, let's say, gotten to 10 or close to 10 rank 5-star champions, the best way to pick your 6-star champions is to look at how well do these champions go together with the ranked up 5-stars that you have already, as support characters, as kind of niche use champions, as situational characters, or just like overall usefulness, and how dependent these champions are from signature ability. Do not pick champions that absolutely need massive amounts of signature to perform extremely well. Just pick champions that are good, that can perform well unduped, or can perform well at low signature ability. Those are the kind of main pointers. Obviously, there are obvious things like Ghost is a fantastic champion, even unduped, right? Don't have a 5-star Ghost or max rank up your 6-star, obviously. And Corvus is the same. Don't have a 5-star Corvus, have a 6-star Corvus. Rank your Corvus up as soon as you can. But they are like kind of the obvious, the god tier options. But many of us, and I know this myself, don't have like all of these most desired top champions in game of 6 stars, and then you kind of have to make do with what you have. and then once again rank whatever goes best with what you have already as maxed out 5 stars. Well, that is basically my opinion, kind of my stance, how you should pick your characters, your 6-star characters to take to rank 2, because that is currently a huge investment. I am still fairly hesitant often to drop 3 tier 5Bs in a champion when I could rank up a 5-star for 2 tier 5Bs, but at this point it's just I'm past 20 rank 5 stars, and I feel that I don't really need more kind of like champions, or I don't need urgently any more champions to get through content. So I am kind of starting to rank up my niche champions, my support champions, and that's where I'm going to be heading till I get some better 6 stars. And yeah, hopefully, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share it with your friends, let them know about this video. Do tell me, what do you think, what has been your kind of game plan when it takes to taking 6-star champions rank 2. And yeah, that will be about it for today, and I hope to see you guys soon. Laters.